Thank you for joining me today. Welcome. Today is Natural Deodorant Day. I'm almost out, so I have to make more deodorant. I'm sure most of you know, if not already, that store-bought deodorant is super bad for you. It contains aluminum, which is the leading cause of breast cancer. Look it up. So, we have all these goodies here. I'm going to show you. Cocoa butter, beeswax, arrowroot, shea butter, probiotics, baking soda. I use kaolin clay, or you can also use bentonite clay. So what that does is it pulls out toxins from your armpits, along with the baking soda, which is antibacterial. And then the oils and butters is all nourishing, of course. I'm going to go with essential oils. You don't want to use fragrance. You want to stick to essential oils because it's good for you. It's safe for your skin. I'm using sage and lavender essential oil. These are my favorite. I love these two. So that's what we're using for our fragrance. And then deodorant tubes. All of these products, and olive oil. You're gonna need a spatula, a tablespoon. I'm sticking to plastic. It's just better to stick with plastic and not metal, because I think if you use metal, it's not gonna react well with the kaolin clay. Or I think that might be bentonite, but just to be safe, I'm using plastic. Mixing bowl and a deodorant tube. These are 2.5 ounces. I got these off Amazon. You can honestly get all of these off Amazon. Love Amazon. So if you want to see how I make deodorant, keep on watching. We're going to start off with our dry ingredients. So I'm going to take some kaolin clay. Take a tablespoon. You want half a tablespoon of each dry ingredient. So starting off with kaolin clay. I used to sell this deodorant on Etsy and it was a bestseller. Got many good reviews. And then I'm going to take arrowroot powder, and that helps keeping you dry. Baking soda. Probiotics, acidophilus and bifidus. I usually take 2 capsules and I break it up in the mixture. Once you have all the dry ingredients in your bowl, you're going to go ahead and mix it up, fully incorporate it. Okay, so we're done with the dry ingredients. We got our nourishing ingredients. For all of these, you're going to need a tablespoon and a half of each one. So starting off with beeswax. Okay, so now that we have our dry ingredients, I did the wet ingredients off camera just because it's a little messy. But basically, like I said, it's 1.5 tablespoons of each wet ingredient. So that's beeswax, cocoa butter, or actually shea butter, cocoa butter. So beeswax, shea butter, and cocoa butter. And you're gonna also need olive oil, or you can also use coconut oil, but I like to stick with olive oil. You can use coconut oil in summer. So 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil as well. Let's go to the stove. All right, you want to make sure you have a pot with a spout. And you want it very low. This is super important so you don't scorch your ingredients. Very low. So you got your wet ingredients. Go ahead and put it all in the pot. You're going to melt this down. Got your olive oil right here. Okay, that's fully melted. You're going to go ahead and add in your dry ingredients. Mix that all up until it's well incorporated. Make sure there are no clumps. Very important. See it pretty liquidy. There's no clumps. You turn off the stove and then you kind of let it cool down for a bit until it gets to about 150 degrees. And that's when you want to add in your oils. Okay, I'm using a little temp gauge here, or if you have a heating gun, go ahead and use that too. So once it gets to 150, that's when you want to add in your oils. But if it's over that, just wait, because you don't want to scorch your essential oils. You want your deodorant nice and scented, right? Okay, so it shows 150. We're ready for our essential oils. Go ahead and remove that. I like to add in 60 drops of each essential oil, so I'm going to go ahead with lavender and then sage. Go ahead and mix that in. Once that's all well incorporated, we're going to go ahead and pour that in our deodorant tube. It smells really good. Now I like to set this in the fridge for faster curing time. It's going to harden within half an hour to an hour. And that's how you get safe, non-toxic deodorant ready to use. Thanks for watching, guys.